Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The Bulls will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
There's the handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Can he make it to the marker? He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Bulls pick up enough to get a first down there.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kurt.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. First down and 10. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 20. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Bulls come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
The Bulls will have to kick this away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, They better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Looking for his big tight end. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 45. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Short completion there, second down coming up. Quarterback keeps the football. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Rebels. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. USF offense is back out there now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. The back's got it on a counter. Not much on that play, brought down short. The Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're going to run the option. The quarterback still with the football. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Recovery by refusing to be stopped in this play. Touchdown, UNLV. The defense adds 6 points. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
The Bulls will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense in hurry-up mode. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And they'll give it to the back. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting a little creative, trying the handoff to the wide receiver. Takes off in the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rebels. This offense cannot be stopped. And now the try here for the extra point. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The Bulls hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receiver in motion now. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He lets it go. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the back gets the football. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. No huddle now for the offense. Try to run it with the option. As the first down is still going. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The Bulls looking to use the out-tempo offense here. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Oh, and they stop him short. Defense stout here on back-to-back plays.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They break the huddle for 3rd and goal now. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd this drive. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, USF. This offense is still clicking. And this national championship game is now dead even. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. UNLV offense back out on the field now. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fit. Come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The shotgun running play call. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Ball handed off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Solid game, moves the ball to the 36. They'll go hurry up here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down. The Bulls come up to the line in the hurry up. They'll try the option play here. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Let's see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Throw to the running back in the flat. And they get him down after the completion. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Oh, it's a reverse. Fights through a tackle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, UNLV. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Bulls will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Comes the UNLV offense back out there. First play of the second half is a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. They're going to run it. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Defense is coming after him. He shreds the tackle. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. The Bulls will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll ride the back again here. The Bulls offense is on the move now.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. The pocket breaking. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The UNLV offense back out on the field now. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught quickly. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And now the handoff. Powerful running into the secondary. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. USF offense is back out there now. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The Bulls come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Bulls churn out another 1st down. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. 1st down and 10 now. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the 1st down. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Going with the old counter run here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he knocks through the PAT. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a sophomore making an impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Bulls. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback escapes the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Look at this. He'll go deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Brought down to the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Makes a quick grab. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back grabs it on the screen. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They'll run it to the right side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And now from the pistol formation. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now,
fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20, inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, USF.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. 1st crucial third down play after that completion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Off the play fake on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time, the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. And we reach now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He's found some room at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He fires it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And a timeout is called. Talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. First and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Sticking with the running game. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. We'll hold your breath here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they jump back in front.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. This one will be fair caught. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain. They're national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Curve Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Florida Bulls.